Yep, I think it's time to update this old video. A lot's changed since then. 7 new agents have been released along with a couple of new maps, but the biggest change of all is that I am now washed. But that's all going to change now, because in this video, I, Toast1Easy, self-pronounced Sheriff God, will climb the ranks once again. And if you want to see me climb the ranks, starting on May 15th, I will be streaming on Twitch once again, so come check that out. So now, jumping into Valorant. Your routine is very important, and by routine, I mean waking up, loading up Valorant, and jumping straight into competitive. Your pistol round is the only warm-up that a guy like me needs. Next, you want to make sure that you queue into a game with a guy who's boosting an account like this. Now, the next part is very important, because you need to play at your top level. Just because you're getting carried doesn't mean that that's the end. You need to prove yourself to the booster, why you are worthy. And that's exactly what we do as we rampage through site with our judge. Getting boosted by itself is lame, but playing well in a game with a booster so that they will then ask to queue with you after, well, that's just smart if you ask me, and it's looking like we may just secure that spot. All we have to do is clutch up this round, and the enemies seem to be perfectly positioned in order to give me the best chance. It's like they want me to succeed. Now unfortunately, I am burdened with this little thing called not being good at this game. It's actually a fairly common disorder that's very widespread, especially in the Platinum community. If you or a loved one are affected by this, then make sure to go check out youtube.com/toast1easy. On this page you will find a ton of resources that will help you overcome this deadly disease and help you win games. And sweet baby Jesus, he asked me to queue with him, and you already know we're going to accept this invitation. Now we're over on Breach, who's very good at annoying the fuck out of anyone you're playing against. Playing against a Breach that knows what they're doing is like watching my videos to actually get advice. It's completely pointless. Once we pull out our ult, there's nothing the enemy can do, and all we now have to do is bait for our teammate. He might be low, but if the enemy's looking straight at me, there's nothing that he's going to be able to do, so you peek out one more time and let the guy kill me, our teammate swings out, and it's an easy round. The key to playing Breach is not being apprehensive to use your flashes. Just throw them out there. Chances are you'll catch someone and pick up a kill or two. Now, unfortunately for this guy, he's been contained, and there's not much he can really do, so I don't know why he didn't start breaking this wall earlier, but he winds up losing this round, and it's kind of embarrassing, not gonna lie. But don't worry, because our carry is still with us and is ready to clutch up some rounds for us. And while I do appreciate this round, it does feel a little bit disrespectful. Since I, the Sheriff God, seem to be the second best Sheriff player in the lobby. Now, this is of course untrue because a player like me would never be dethroned. So after this guy absolutely eviscerates the entire enemy team, I start to think to myself, am I really the best?
I lied.
And with that, obviously I fucking am the best. Just look at this. Look at this absolute display of skill. No one could do what I do. And now we introduce Valorant timing. We jump spot this angle for over 20 seconds, just to make sure we're not going to get pushed. We now bomb down, so I finally decide to rotate, and at that exact moment, Jett decides to finally peek out and kill me. Absolutely brilliant. Alright, someone actually has to explain how I didn't kill this chamber in one shot. Actually just mind-boggling. Alright, I think we're getting a little bit off track. The point of comp is obviously to run it down at your enemies. No need for all this team play nonsense, just kill all your enemies each round. Who cares about abilities or teamwork, because you're always the best player in the lobby, so you have to remember that. Just swing them, what's the worst that can happen?
No,
But
I can't spell
on the other hand, sometimes you do have to be the sacrifice. We see our team is taking complete control of site, and they also have the bomb, and we have the last three guys detained, so all we gotta do is kill one, the other two are slowed down, and now my team can easily win the round. Going up 3-0 is very big, since that almost always means you're going to win round 4, and then you'll also have great eco for the rest of the games. And now we move straight over to Icebox, where I'm playing entry while my Jett sits behind me. Sometimes, TPing into the enemy spawn is the way to go. Nobody expects it, and if you time it right, you can take a gunfight with someone who doesn't expect it. Now, all it takes is a little repositioning, and another kill is effectively given to me for free as my team pushes into site and the Cypher tries to get away from the site. Valorant is all about numbers, so if you're playing down a man, that always means to play aggressive. You need to make sure you even out the score, so make some risky plays and take the round for yourself. Playing passive will never work when you're down men. You need to be unexpected, make the enemies try to guess what you're going to do. That's exactly what allows me to get into this 1v1. Now that we're here, all we have to do is wait out the clove. This is the last place they might be expecting us, so all we gotta do is wait for the tap, wait a second, jump in the smoke, and easy round. They don't expect anything that's coming their way. Jett can still float, by the way. You don't have to take fall damage.
What?
Jett, you're terrible.
W teammates.
Yo, Reyna, shut your fat ass up.
Switching.
I won't lie, when the Outlaw first came out, I wasn't completely sold on it, but now I'm a big fan. It's relatively cheap and can get you very far in eco rounds or when you know the enemies don't have enough to buy full shields. Because of this gun's relatively fast fire and the 2 bullets, you're able to make some aggressive plays, and even though we missed the first shot, the fast fire allows us to take out the guy with the second one, and sometimes you just gotta let Sticky Ball Gobbler secure rounds for you. Thank you, Cypher, for allowing him to just secure this with literally no effort. Just gave him the round for free. Sticky Ball Gobbler is the GOAT. But in most cases, it is still you who has to carry. You are the one constant in all of your ranked games. You need to take responsibility and take rounds into your own hands. Just like this. My team doesn't even have to do anything because I get a 4K all on my own. So I think it's time to actually try and teach you guys some ways to improve. Lesson 1. Why do all my teammates insta-lock? Lesson 1. Be annoying. That's right. Being annoying might have gotten you bullied in 5th grade, but that doesn't matter now. You play Valorant, so anything you do can't be worse than that. By the judge, sit in that corner and watch as your enemies jump into chat faster than a One Piece Glazer review bombs any newly released show. I promise. This way might feel a little slimy, but it gets the job done, and that's all that really matters. Sometimes you have to whiff on purpose so the enemies don't expect you to hit your shots the next time you get into a fight. It's thinking on another level that puts me ahead of the rest. Back to the judge, and here we have step 2. Win. In order to rank up, you have to win. It's as simple as that. So we try to TP to a different spot, and the enemy is thanking us? Huh, that's weird. Oh, I get it. Alright, moving on. As I was saying, winning is the key, and as you can see, I can even out the score of my team by picking up 2 kills. Now, unfortunately for me, the rest is up to them as I peek out to get my 2nd kill and get traded. You want to try to limit this and just take rounds for yourself, because relying on your team will, in most cases, lose you games. Alright, how the absolute fuck did this not kill? Just look at that. Well, damn, I guess I use shotguns a lot more than I think. Well, I'm not going to stop because it seems to be working. Alright, well, that does bring me to step 3. Pick up a rifle. I'm no coward. I'm not going to hide behind a shotgun all game. I could still pick up a... Wait, did I just die? Anyway, I could still pick up a rifle and dominate if I really want to. Just look at this absolute destruction. I'm climbing back to Immortal no problem this summer, and that's a promise. So make sure to come check out my Twitch, which will be linked in the description of this video. It'll be a good time, we'll have some fun, I'll climb all the way up and you got to watch it live, so make sure to go check that out. Some big giveaways planned for the summer also, so please make sure to follow that Twitch. Step 4. Mind games. You want to put your enemy in their place. They should feel embarrassed after trying to kill you. I don't even need to fire a single bullet to secure the round. My presence alone is enough to scare this killjoy off the bomb. It's actually too easy for someone like me. Just look at that. Didn't even stand a chance at winning this round. Alright, I think it's time to go back to step 2. Win. And with this round, this overtime game is secured by yours truly. The enemy team stands absolutely no chance if I'm still alive in the game. Now, if you think about it, that kind of does make sense, because if I'm still alive, that means we win. Anyway, my point is, I wound up securing the game for our team, and of course we win, and guess who's the match MVP? Was it even a question? Nope, it's of course me, to get 24 RR for that game. Absolutely brilliant. And holy shit, what a fucking shot this is. Surely we're able to retake the round off that, and not to really throw, well, maybe step 5, the comeback. Wait, down 3-1? Reference? It's actually too easy for us. We mow through the competition just to bring this back to a tied game at 4-4 after I absolutely obliterate the enemy team with my flashes and perfect utility. Just look at this. Even in Vice's utility, I'm still able to pick up 2 kills. The enemy stands no chance, and we even go up 6-4 here with me just running through their team to eventually make this a 7-4 game after this round is over and I take out this Reyna. We continue to take control. Wait, are we down? Me? Of all people? Is it really all for nothing? Am I really washed? Could this be the end?
I can't play for good time.
No, it can't be. We must prevail. It can't be the end. We must come back. We might be down, but we're certainly not out because I'm still alive. My teammates are dropping left and right, but I'm still wiping through the enemies. We're now down to a 2v1. Just kidding. Make that a 1v1 after I perfectly guess where this Jett is playing, and now all we have to do is reposition. So we move all the way over to A site. We plant the bomb, and now at this point, it's just a waiting game. We decide to play Hell to hopefully catch this Clove off guard thinking we're playing main, and would you look at that? The Cole eventually drops, stands no chance, and that's a round secured to bring it back to 10-10. Now down 12-10. Now's our chance to prove why we are still the best and are able to win this. We cannot be defeated. What the fuck?